was in the middle of editing this video and I was almost finished and ready to post it on YouTube when this insane snow event happened, this blizzard over the last 2 days. And I figured I think you would enjoy seeing this test with the tent as well, because it truly shows the whole range of situations that you can get into with the Hilleberg tent, with the Nammatj 2 GT, and how well it handles all those situations. So if you watched the last 30 something minutes of my video, you saw the insane storms it held up against. And now I have snow to show you, and not just a little snow. It's crazy amounts of snow. It's maybe 40-50 centimeters since last night. And I stayed in the tent and it was amazing. And not only that, it was also super cold the last 2 nights when I slept out here. It was -7 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was perfectly fine. I couldn't believe how much warmer it was inside the tent actually. Inside the inner tent. I had a friend stay with me part of the night on Friday. She wanted to try winter camping for the first time. It wasn't quite her thing yet, but it's okay. We're gonna try it again some other time. But between the two of us in the tent, it was so much warmer. Maybe 15-20 degrees warmer than the outside. It was amazing. So I was actually just sitting in there with a fleece jacket and that's it, while it was -7 degrees outside. Anyway, enough talk. I think you want to see how this tent looks like right now. It's completely buried in snow, and I'm gonna unbury it with a shovel and pack it back up to dry inside. But I need to show you how this looks like, because man, you can trust this tent in any situation. It's amazing. I really highly recommend it. If you can get a good winter tent and you don't mind spending a little extra money, this Hilleberg Nammatj 2 GT will keep you safe and warm even in a blizzard. So let me show you how this looks like. As you can see, it is completely buried, and I already cleared all of this up, by the way. Before I came out of the tent, it was all cleared up, and now it's buried again. The ventilation is clear, but the snow came up quite a bit. I attached it to the door. I just kind of vaguely attached the tents on 4 points instead of all 12, because there wasn't that much wind. But let me go under here. I'll show you this side. You can't even see it's a tent anymore. Attached to the stairs there, just on one side. And all of the snow, it's like 4 centimeters, maybe 2 inches. This is just since 1 hour. Go around to the other side. By the way, I'm wearing gaiters for all of the snow because I will be stepping into this big mess here. Oh, to my knees. Hold on. Oh God. All right. Oh. This is at least 50 centimeters of snow since yesterday. Wow. The ventilation is still visible. Everything else is completely buried. Oh my God, it's gonna take me forever to clear up this tent. So yeah, I think I would feel very safe in the craziest of storms in this tent. Obviously, when you're out there, it's probably a good idea to come out and clear up the tent regularly. I didn't do it this morning. I just got up and went inside. But now it's time to take the weight off of it. crazy. I'll set up the camera somewhere so I can show you as I clear it off. But yeah, so you have all tests in this video. You have the storm, you have insane amounts of snow, and you have the -7 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures that held up in this tent without a problem. With the same gear that I showed you earlier in the video, the mattress and the 2 sleeping bags. So, yep, I think I'm good to go. I think I can go out there in any weather now and I'll be fine. So again, I want to stress out, please test your gear and make sure it can hold up to a lot of situations that you might face, because it will save your life. If you don't test it and then you get surprised by a storm and your tent will collapse, that would be horrible. So anyway, let me set up the camera and then get working. How it normally looks. As you saw before in the video, I wanted to point out one thing that's actually pretty cool and important for this tent that I didn't mention before. So the door was almost completely buried. I think the snow was maybe up to here. And you can imagine if you're inside the tent and you try to come out, all the snow would come into the tent. The way the zippers are right here, I actually open the tent partially. Let's say you just open it halfway, like this, and then you just step out of the tent through this little gap there, and the snow might be piled down at the bottom, but nothing will get into your tent. And so that's actually a really cool feature that they did with this one, and not with some of the others. And I really like this a lot. Yeah, a little bit of snow got into the sides here. It was just pushing it in. But it's not too bad. It's a very usable space. If you're trapped in a blizzard, you have nowhere to go, you still have this big space here to work with. Just kind of hang out. But yeah, everything was sagging in. I woke up at night listening to the snow slide down the tent. And I just didn't expect it to be this much. It's crazy. Look at this pile. I'll post a picture of before and after. sure was a beautiful winter day. The first video that you just watched earlier, it was, I think it was in November, and I finally got around to editing it, but now it's the middle of January, and that's why we have a blizzard now. So anyway, let me finish up with the tent, get everything out, and that's it. So now I'll say goodbye for sure this time. I said it before, and then I stuck some extra video at the end of it for you guys, but this is it for sure for my very first video. And the only other thing I might show you is when I dry the tent inside. I hang it up in the kitchen, and that's it. I'll just wrap it all up here, take my stuff inside, take the tent down, and that is it. And I see you on the next adventure, which I have already filmed and I need to edit it. And I hope I can post this for you very soon. Take care, guys, and have fun out there. This is my last little bit for this video, I promise you guys. But I just wanted to show you really quick how I hang up the tent in the kitchen. This is such a long tent that it truly takes up the entire dining room. And it takes about 2 days for me to dry it this way. A couple of nails up there to hang up the lighter side where the vestibule is at, and I use chairs to kind of prop it up. You can't really see it, but this is the end of my deck adventure with you guys. It was a lot of fun for sure. I hope you enjoyed it as well. You saw all the conditions that I could possibly face with the tent. And I'll see you on the next one.